One thing I want to talk to you guys about today, and this is the one thing that drives me nuts as a coach and also me personally because I've gone through this myself, is while you're dieting down, how much body dysmorphia we end up creating for ourselves. Even if you had it before, it gets worse. And it's something it's really hard to control. And so one thing that really sucks is because if you see people go through that and how bad it can kind of destroy someone's mindset and how they think they're looking, can really derail one's progress because they feel like they're not making progress. If they're not making progress, then they feel like they're gonna, sometimes they lead to emotional eating, they end up overeating, that's not fun. Like when it comes to competing, you're dieting down for a certain time period or a certain period to be on stage, and it's very difficult because you have to look a certain way. Because you want to do well, you want to, maybe win the show, or you want to do well in your class, or you want to look your best. And as you're dieting down, you see a different image in the mirror or in pictures than what other people see. So it's really beneficial to have a coach to give you a second eye to help you stay on track and just let you know, hey, you are actually on track, you're looking better, you're improving, and that can be very beneficial. However, if you're doing it yourself and you're dieting yourself, what you see in the mirror is definitely not what other people see. I guarantee it. It's almost like, you hear the saying when people talk about the camera adds 10 pounds. Well, it's true in your own eyes. It probably adds 20 or 30 maybe. That might be exaggerating, but it gets pretty intense. And so it's really hard to see changes. Like when I dieted for my last show, I was dropping weight. I dropped a good almost 25, 30 pounds total. But on the way down, I was 10, 15 pounds into it down, and I literally did not see the changes, the progress. I didn't see the progress like people were telling me. And so that was really tough for me because it was really deflating. So I had self-doubt quite a bit in myself. And so it really helps to have people around you to help pick you up and encourage you. So if you're ever dieting, try not to think about how you look all the time. It sounds weird, but like if you're passing by a mirror, don't always look in the mirror. Don't always look at yourself 10 times a day. Don't look at how you look because, look at maybe progress pictures and compare it side by side, but don't stare at yourself all the time and just look at the flaws, because that's what happens. We look at the bad things on our body more than we do the good. So I encourage you to try and find things on your body that you like and love, because if you start focusing on those things, the other stuff that you think are bad will kind of like go away in terms of in your mind. Okay, so it might not go away yet, but eventually it'll get there if you keep plugging away. So you have to try and, don't let the voices in your head get to you. Don't believe the voices in your head, because that's one thing that really derails a lot of people, is by listening to those voices in your head, because your body creates a lot of crap that you don't want to listen to, but yet a lot of us buy into it because it's our own thoughts and it's constantly in our head, and that's all we hear all the time. So sometimes we just give in. So body dysmorphia is it can be a very, very bad thing, which you can be hard on yourself to help improve and get better. But when it starts to get really, really bad to where if you look incredible, but yet you see that you look like crap, there are people that are, really lean or that look incredible, but when they look in the mirror, they don't see anything that they like. It's very, very, I don't want to say normal, but a lot of people go through that. I've gone through that myself personally. I've learned to love myself in a different way, and I've learned to love everything that I have right now on me, just the way I am. Even though I'm not at my best ever, I'm actually at my worst than I have in years. And so I had to really reprogram my brain, because when I felt like I was at my worst, I actually said, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna keep going because I'm already at my worst. So why not just keep going and get more worse, worse from that. So I really had to reprogram my brain to change my thought process and not believe the crap that was living inside my head, and so that I can move forward and start doing the crap to get that crap out of my head. So hopefully this helped a little bit. It's just a brief overview of body dysmorphia. Really start loving yourself. Don't think about how you look all the time, because it just becomes a superficial world that it's just not fun, and you don't want to be in that world of muck. So till then, I will see you guys later.